Be prepared. The portal is wide open and peaking. Everyone thought this new moon would be ordinary, but they had no idea it was hiding the breakthrough of a lifetime. This isn't the soft, cozy new moon energy you've heard about. This super new moon is a charged doorway bursting open, unlocking a space that's been sealed for months. If you were planning to just sit back, meditate, and wait for life to drift in, it's time to get ready, because something extraordinary is already in motion. But before we dive deeper, have you felt anything unusual building up today? If you have, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. The energy's been speaking, and it's different for everyone. Right now, the air is vibrating with possibilities so sharp you could cut through steel. And the crazy part, some people, maybe even you, will wake up tomorrow holding an opportunity they didn't even ask for. You're standing at the very gate of something extraordinary. And if you've been waiting desperately for a sign about something important, keep watching. Because there's one specific reason why the breakthrough you've been craving could finally smash through during this portal. I'll tell you exactly what to watch for later, and trust me, you're going to want to know it. And here's the craziest part. The real show hasn't even started yet. While most people are sleeping on this new moon, something else is happening quietly, almost secretly. Hidden geniuses are waking up. Across the planet, this super new moon is sending invisible pulses, pinging the minds and hearts of those who are meant to create, build, invent, and dream bigger than ever before. You might feel a sudden, unexplained urge to start something new, even if it makes no sense at all. You might feel an idea flicker in your mind so wild, it almost feels like it couldn't have come from you. That's no coincidence. That's the cosmic alarm clock, and if it's ringing for you, answer it. The world doesn't need more carbon copies. The world needs your weirdness, your strangeness, your impossible ideas, now more than ever. Today isn't about waiting for the stars to send you a letter in the mail. Today is a race between your instincts and your doubts. Everything happening right now is measuring one thing. How fast can you trust yourself when it actually counts? There's no time for endless debates in your mind, no luxury of triple-checking every feeling until it's sterile and dead. The super new moon is pulling a lever behind the scenes, opening doors you can only see if you move before you're ready. Overthinking will slam doors shut. Trusting your first gut nudge will unlock them. And here's the wild part. The universe isn't rewarding those who hesitate. It's accelerating those who dare to jump without a perfect landing mapped out. It's the raw decision to move, even when the logic isn't fully there, that's setting the new winners apart. This energy is alive, fast, mercurial. It won't wait around for you to feel ready. You either catch it or you don't. Move fast, move light. The new reality rewards the brave. If you hear the whisper to call someone, to start something weird, to say yes to something irrationally exciting, do it. The ones who trust themselves quickly today won't just get opportunities, they'll become unrecognizable to themselves by the next moon cycle. The clock is ticking faster than you think. And in a few minutes, you'll understand why even a few seconds of hesitation could make all the difference. In every ancient story of transformation, there's always a sacrifice. But today, it's not your dreams, your peace, or your happiness that are on the altar. Today, the only thing being asked of you is lighter, but it's far more powerful than you think. You are being asked to let go of one invisible weight today. It could be microscopic, but it will make you lighter than you realize. Think of it like this. Every distraction, every obsessive worry, every tiny hook that's dragging your attention sideways, That's the real offering. This portal doesn't want your blood. It wants the piece of mental clutter that's been quietly siphoning your magic. It might be a pointless argument you keep replaying. It might be a worry about something that hasn't even happened yet. It might even be one single nagging thought like, what if I'm not ready? The second you consciously release it, you snap into a faster current, one that's carrying the real gifts you can't chase manually. This is why today's portal doesn't feel heavy. It feels like sudden winds lifting you up if you're willing to cut the single thread tying you down. The sacrifice isn't pain. The sacrifice is one unnecessary weight you're better off without. And as soon as you let go, you might just discover that the thing you thought you had to fight for was already reaching for you. Every morning, before you even realize you're awake, a battle begins. And it's not the world outside you. It's the invisible choice happening in the first few seconds of your consciousness. Your first thought after waking up in the next few days is not random. It's the sword you choose to carry into this entire new phase. Your first thought is the seed of your next reality. Guard it like treasure. The super new moon energy is ultra-sensitive right now. It clings to whatever you project, whatever you expect, whatever you even half dream about. If you wake up thinking, another day, that energy follows you. If you wake up thinking something big is coming, you sharpen your edge for real opportunities. And here's the trick most people miss. You don't have to control the first thought. You only need to witness it. The very act of noticing it, without judging it, makes you powerful. It turns a random, sleepy moment into a sacred choice. It becomes your private omen. Will you wake up feeling defeated and bow to it without a fight? Or will you spot that feeling, smile, and choose a better sword before stepping onto the battlefield of the day? Because in this portal, tiny choices like these don't ripple. They roar into the future. And if you can catch even just one of them, you'll be amazed how fast the winds shift around you. Remember earlier when I told you, the sign you've been waiting for could finally break through during this portal? This is it. But here's the twist. Nobody tells you. It won't come riding a neon lightning bolt. It'll arrive disguised, humble, quiet, almost missable. You might expect fireworks. You might be waiting for a grand announcement. But the universe plays a different game during portals like this one. The sign will look like a tiny doorway cracked open just enough for the light to leak through. It could be a random conversation where one sentence feels like it's glowing. It could be a sudden deep gut feeling when you see a name, a message, a place. It won't scream at you. It will nudge you, softly but unmistakably. If you're caught in distraction, you'll miss it. If you're too busy doubting yourself, it'll seem invisible. But if you stay alert, if you keep even one sliver of awareness tuned to the strange and the beautiful, you'll catch it. And when you do, it will feel almost ridiculous how simple it was. You'll wonder how you ever thought it would be harder than this. Your future self is counting on you to notice what no one else sees. This is a living moment. It's breathing, alive, charged with messages, if you listen closely enough. Something you've been praying for, hoping for, aching for, is already trying to get your attention. And by the time you realize what it was, you'll already be standing inside the life you thought you could only dream about. Today, you might feel it, a strange swell rising up inside you without warning. One moment you're steady, and the next, a wave crashes through your chest, leaving you breathless with emotion you can't quite name. You might find yourself nostalgic for something you've never lived, grieving something you never lost, reaching for something you can't even see. But don't panic, and don't hold on. This isn't a breakdown, it's a breaking open. The energy pouring in right now is stronger than the mind knows how to process. It bypasses logic and moves straight into the emotional body, flushing out what's heavy, shaking loose what's been stuck, pulling buried fragments into the light so they can finally, quietly dissolve. You don't need to dig into it. You don't need to fix or understand it. In fact, the less you grip it, the faster it completes its work. The heart today is not a container, it's a passageway. Let it ache, let it burn, let it crack if it must. Every surge you allow to pass through without building a story around it clears more space inside you. Space for the new energies, space for the new alignments, space for the deeper currents of your life to finally start flowing without obstruction. Not every storm is sent to destroy you, some are sent to rinse you clean. If you catch yourself feeling confused, emotional, off balance, breathe and remember, you are being upgraded. The strange sadness, the unexpected joy, the moments of unexplained overwhelm, they're not symptoms of regression. They are signs that something invisible but vital is being reconfigured inside you. Today, emotional storms are not setbacks. They are initiations. The lighter you let yourself be through them, the faster your spirit rises on the other side. And when the skies clear, because they will, you'll realize that you aren't standing in the same place anymore. You've been quietly moved into a higher orbit. All around you, in ways the eye can't catch, a quiet reorganization is happening. Paths are shifting, small currents of energy are realigning, and connections that once seemed impossible are beginning to thread their way toward you. It doesn't announce itself with fireworks. It slips into your life in moments so subtle you could almost miss them. One day, you cross paths with someone and feel an instant recognition you can't explain. Another day, a conversation opens a door you didn't even know existed, leaving you with a sense that something important just clicked into place without effort. These moments aren't coincidences, no matter how ordinary they appear on the surface. Fate rarely shouts, it rearranges the furniture while you're not looking. There are forces moving now, bending time and space to send you the right people at the right moment, carrying the exact energy you will need to move forward. Not everyone who appears will stay forever, and not everyone will be obvious in their importance. Some will simply hand you a key, a piece of advice, an introduction, a spark of courage, before quietly disappearing. Others might stay, becoming pillars of support you didn't realize you were waiting for. You don't have to force these connections, you don't have to chase them. They are already on their way, summoned by the version of you that's ready for the next level. Your only job is to stay open, to notice the odd familiarity, to listen when something tugs at your intuition. Every great transformation is woven with threads you didn't even realize you had been carrying. The future isn't built alone. And right now, your allies, the real ones, the ones that matter, are being quietly nudged into place by forces older and wiser than logic. You may not understand the full meaning right away. You're not supposed to. Some of these meetings will only reveal their true importance months or even years from now. Trust the movements. Trust the strange alignments. The architecture of your next chapter is already under construction, and you are about to meet the souls who are helping you build it. Tonight isn't just another night. It's a crossroad between your silent dreams and the universe's beating heart. And right now, it's listening for the brave ones. At the end of the day, when the world quiets and the air feels strange, sit in that stillness. Write down 3 wild things you want, not because they're practical, not because they make sense, but because they set your soul on fire. Tonight, the universe isn't asking for your plans. It's asking for your raw pulse. Write from the version of you that no longer doubts, no longer asks permission, the future you who already lives the magic you're craving now. Because tonight, the cosmic web is wide open. It's not your careful thoughts that break through. It's your radical, unedited dreams, the ones that scare you, that shift everything. No one else will see it. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be real enough to make your heart race. Write boldly, write without flinching, and then let it go, because you've just triggered something unstoppable. This is the night future you will look back on and realize everything quietly, impossibly began. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.